Welcome to the Great Girlfriends podcast, where we discuss life, love, laughter, and everything in between. We're your hosts. I'm Sybil Amuti.
And I'm Brandis Daniel.
What's up, great girlfriend?
Hey, great girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited this week.
I'm so excited too, girl. Oh,
We're like two ships passing in the night, though.
we are.
I feel like I should see you in the airport or something. So, girlfriends, it is Thanksgiving week, and we're so excited. Brandis is going to be returning from her travels, and I'm going to be flying out this week with my family.
That's so crazy. You're coming to Memphis?
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
I am.
You're literally just missing each other.
I mean, by hours. Like,
that's so funny.
By a few hours. What's up in great girlfriend land?
Oh, my goodness, girl. Well, I've been in Memphis for the past, week and a half, I think?
It feels like forever.
It feels like I've been here for a long, long time, but
does.
I've been in Memphis. It's been great. I came here instead of flying straight to Bentonville.
Mm-hmm.
I got an award this past Saturday in Bentonville, Arkansas. From the AKAs there. So I was like, you know what? Instead of flying straight into Bentonville, I'll use this as some family time. And so...
Well, Brandis, you got to back up because not all of our girlfriends know what an AKA is.
Absolutely. So one of the best and oldest sororities in the United States is Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And they...
You can start a war. I can feel it.
I know they side-eye me. It's all right. So they have a scholarship fund, and as a part of that, they do a big gala event every year called the Celebrity Waiter. And so they have one person that they give an award to every year, and then they have some type of entertainment. So I brought down 2 designers from Harlem's Fashion Row, and I was the award recipient. So it was really awesome.
Congratulations, boo. You look so good.
Thank you.
So this just segues perfectly into me going onto your Instagram. If you're following at Brandis Daniel on Instagram, that black dress was like sensational.
Girl, that was Lois London. So she gets all the credit for that. That's the name of her collection. Yeah, she was one of the designers we showed during New York Fashion Week. And she has, that one dress can fit like 5 different sizes.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a one size dress.
Yeah.
And it looks good on all body types. So I was so excited that she brought me something to wear.
And you look so good.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God. Your classic, your signature red lip.
Yeah. Yes.
She never leaves home without it.
I know, and I'm about to run out of it. So I have got to go get me more lip.
You know what's so you said more lip. I can't. When I was a kid, my mom used to send us into, it was like Walgreens or something, to get her cherries in the snow. It was a color that was made by Revlon, I think. And I remember the year, I feel like it was like 1990 something, that they discontinued cherries in the snow. Girl, you would have thought my mom got shot. She was like, what am I supposed to do? What am I going to wear?
She was probably so ticked off that they did not talk to her about this. And I don't blame her.
Girl, so I think at some point I'm going to have to reach out to some friends over there to find out if by chance there's any leftover containers of cherries in the snow, or if they're even if they're distributing it in Europe or something. Can I find it so I can give my mom a gift?
Girl, that'll be the best Christmas gift.
I know. So kudos to you for doing a pretty good job on updating us on your Instagram. I think I'm going to give you an A for this week.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, your effort was clear. You gave us a full body of sky, which I loved. And we got a little bit of your travel. We got to see crochet. And yes. I thought it was fantastic. So good job.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm on your Instagram now, which is Sybil_Amuti. And first of all, can I tell you how cute Sam and Dilly are? Oh my God. They're so adorable. So I see you guys talk Dylan into going to
Girl, the
to
Kid
the Today
Vice.
Show.
Yes. So, for those of you that don't know, Sam has been a regular on a segment on the Today Show called Kid Vice, which is an online segment where kids give advice on things about life. And so he's been on there for some years now, to the point that when we go to the studio, they're like, hey Sam, Sam, you got your hair cut. Sam, you're growing." And I'm like, how do these people know Sam? But he's been around for so long. But they've been trying to get Dylan to participate, and she never would. She just would not do it. So, girl, I was like, so after you do your segment, we'll get ice cream. That's all I had to say.
And that was it.
She was
It
like,
was
oh.
on.
But the funniest thing that you cannot see, I have to show you in a video. During her recording, she kept saying, she would answer a question and then she would like stick out her tongue and wiggle it. And so we were all like, what is she doing? And she did this after every question. It was so funny. So in the car on the way home, I said, Dylan, why were you like sticking your tongue out and wiggling it? She goes, I was warning you about my ice cream.
Are you serious?
I'm not playing with you. This girl's like, I'm answering these questions, but you better remember you owe me ice cream.
Oh, God. Oh, that is
It was
hilarious.
so funny. The producer, everybody was looking like, okay, is she okay? Why is she doing this? Girl, she's over there threatening her mama about ice cream.
So that is hilarious. The most hilarious
That's my
thing.
girl. That's my Dylan.
I'm
So,
looking at your Instagram too. And for guys, those of you who don't know, Sybil was recently featured on a podcast, on the Making Moves podcast.
oh, yes,
And
yes.
that's on your Instagram as well. So you guys have to go check out episode 11 if you want a few free tips and tricks on branding and partnerships.
Get it for
This is the
free.
episode to listen
It's
to.
free. It's free on there. It's free.
Right.
It's free on there.
Go get it. Go get
It's
it.
free. Yeah, that was so much fun. A special shout out to Seema Alexander and Kelly Lynn Adams, who are the hosts and creators of Making Moves podcast. It was really fun. So I enjoyed it. Yes, it was a lot of fun. So I think I did good too, right? Did I get an A?
You did. Yeah, you got an A. That was good.
Okay. Well, I have another A I want to pass out. We're one review away from our 50 review goal on iTunes. We are counting on one more great girlfriend to bust through with this 50th review so we can meet our 2016 goal. How dare y'all get us to 49 and then leave us
Right.
hanging?
Right.
That's not great girlfriend behavior. That is not. But anyway, so this most recent one is by Blessed Pen, and it says, electing to trust God's got this. Ladies, I surfed onto your podcast via a Woman of Faith event, which put me online with the Together event, which you were involved with in New York. I am glad I held onto the virtual boogie board and sailed onto the Great Girlfriends podcast. I've listened to some past episodes, and most importantly, yesterday's, where you two eloquently and faithfully proclaimed that no election results can rock your beliefs. Whew, can I get an amen on that?
Amen.
Jesus has a plan, and we all need to keep on doing good works and know God's got this. Thank you for bringing your various topics back to the core principle that if we are moving in God's will, our hopes and dreams can be met. Just maybe not how we planned or thought they would. I appreciate your gratefulness for your supporters and family. Your thank yous will never get old to my ears. Oh, so glad. And tell the person who wrote your opening theme they did a good job, because that jingle swirls in my head.
I love it. That's Mr. Kingpin out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Gosh, isn't that awesome? The podcast topics are varied and timely, and I enjoy hearing the two of you converse and give life coach advice and suggestions. Prayers for your continued success, but most importantly, for joy in your journeys. Fondly, Jen Penn.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
That was so good.
We really, truly appreciate it, Jen. Thank you for making our 49th iTunes review, and we are waiting on the rest of our girlfriends to come on, swing through there, and knock us out the gate with some more 5-star reviews, right?
I love it. I love that we're at 5 stars.
We're at 5 stars. Before we get into our exciting show for today, we have a few tickets remaining for our New York Ready, Set, Go workshop.
Girl, yes.
A few. And we're saving them for the last few girlfriends that are deciding that this will be their moment to say yes to 2017. So get on Eventbrite and you can search the Great Girlfriends, and there you will find information on the workshop. We'll also have it on our Instagram. It's on Facebook. You can email us at thegreatgirlfriends@gmail.com for more information. But there literally are a few tickets left, and this makes an excellent gift for one of your great girlfriends for Christmas. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
I love it.
Dive in, Brandis. Let's go.
Girl, I'm so excited. So, great girlfriend, Sybil and I wish I wish you guys could have been behind the scenes to see us coming up with our episode topic for this week, because this episode is true to our hearts right now.
Gosh.
It's so true to our hearts. And we've been thinking about a topic, and so we have a working topic. And great girlfriends, I hope you love it. But it is sit your butt down and rest.
So I'm laughing, girlfriends, because I wasn't sure if we were going to go with that title. It was our
Yes, we are.
It was our working title. But apparently that's the one we're going with, which I love, because at the end of the day, you need to sit your butt down and rest.
Right.
You need to sit your butt down and rest. And a good girlfriend will tell it to you just like that. Right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Part of the reason why we wanted to go here is because we know that tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day, and we anticipate so many of us spending time with family. Like if you're like me, you're traveling to family. And then we got Black Friday, where people just go ham in the stores. I mean, people are waiting up all night to get out and go spend money that they barely have, or spend money that they could be spending on things that are more valuable, or whatever be the case. But people are running around wild to try to like take advantage of sales and just, spend time with family and wrap gifts and make sure they meet all these demands that can come at the end of the year. And then you have anxiety about the beginning of the year as you face the end of the year. And then we have election anxiety because some people don't agree with who's president. And so what does that mean for 2017? And then, as soon as 2017 hits, your taxes and all these other things that we're just up against all the time. And basically what happens is we run ourselves ragged.
Yes.
Like we are running ourselves in the ground, and we need to sit our butts down and rest.
And rest. And rest.
So, Brandis, go ahead.
So that we can move forward properly.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I will tell you guys, like just being at home during this time and having a moment, and we have a busy few weeks coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really busy few weeks coming up. But you have to take that time and rest when you feel it, because too much is at stake for you not to do it. It's very difficult to move forward properly and to see things to fruition properly without getting the rest that you need.
That's true. That exhaustion, you just lose clarity. I mean, my kids can ask me a simple question when I'm tired, and the answer is automatically no, because I don't have the mental time, or I don't have the space to dedicate towards even thinking about what they're asking. So they catch me in the middle of 5 things, and I'm tired, and they ask me a question. I don't have clarity. So the answer is no, because I can't think straight.
Right.
And that's what exhaustion does.
I was thinking about Dorinda's post. I think she posted on Facebook that she had decided to take one day and stay in her pajamas for the entire day and just rest.
I love
and that
it.
she had told her husband that.
Mm-hmm.
He came and said, well, what are we eating for dinner? What are you cooking for dinner? And she was like, wait a minute. What did you get about
Right,
the fact that I had decided to rest all day?
Exactly.
But you need that because she's running an amazing business and doing so many great things. And so you need to, and she's around people all the time.
Yeah. And that is so taxing and draining. And most of us, even if you're in an office, a lot of times you're just around people and energy. You're pulling from everyone's energy and they're drawing from yours. And I know in the case when we go out, Brandis, and we are doing speaking engagements and so forth, it is taxing on us that by the end to have spoken to many people and answered questions and given hugs and taken pictures. By the time you're finished with that, it's just, I have nothing left to offer.
We give it all.
Yeah. But another real challenge is that sometimes we as women, no shade on any one of us, I'm counting myself in this number, we don't know when to stop.
Oh, Lord.
It's like we're always pressing in, but we're never taking the time to sit and just rest in the moment.
I had a great girlfriend call me and she was telling me she's pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And she was telling me that one of her great girlfriends was saying, just, encouraging her to keep moving,
Mm-hmm.
keep doing what she has to do. And I was like, honestly, this might be the time for you to rest
Sit down.
because
That's right.
you'll never get this time again.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And this is the first baby. You will never get this time again.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can rest,
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
This just might not be the time to keep pushing.
Yeah. I know just sometimes for many of us, we're achievers and we're aspirational and we're so used to hitting our goals and our targets and there's a physical rest, but I'm also referring to that mental rest where it's knowing when to stop or press pause on something. When it feels like you need to just go after it and go hard and be so aggressive and make sure we're knocking down walls. And sometimes we need to sit, rest, and just, just restore our minds and rejuvenate before we go out and go kicking down doors and knocking walls down.
It's so true. And
Yeah.
sometimes that rest can even be social, Sybil.
Oh, yes.
So, guys, like I said, the last week, it was just a lot, like preparing for that event. I was really nervous, writing my speech and all of that. And so by the time we got there, the event happened. We had a lot of work to do on the fashion show piece of it. When we were on the way home, I said, you know what? I really just want to be present.
Mm-hmm.
How often do I get this time with Crochet to just do a 5-hour drive where we can just talk, laugh, sing loud, like just enjoy each other. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to take Facebook and Instagram off my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took both apps off my phone. Now I can still access them through the internet if I need to, but I just took them off my phone just so that I needed to rest. I need to mentally rest.
Yeah.
And those two things were not allowing me to do that.
Right.
So I just removed them and now I'll put them back on at some point. But right now they're still off
Yeah.
because I just need a minute.
That's your favorite line.
What?
I need
just
a
need
minute. I just need a minute.
I just need a minute.
Whenever Brandis needs rest, if you ever hear her say that, that means that she does not have the clarity. That means that she needs to stop for a minute, and she needs a minute. I just need a minute.
I just need a minute. Yes, I do.
I just need a minute. I love it.
Several minutes.
But that's true. And I mean, another one of the challenges that we face, when we don't sit our butts down and rest is the fact that we are on edge. And, so many, I can almost feel the emails pinging through as I say this because we get labeled as angry, Black women in particular, right? And
Yes.
a lot of times it's not even we're angry, it's tired.
We're tired.
We're tired. We're physically tired. We're mentally tired. We're emotionally tired. We're just taxed. We're tired, and we're not taking the time to rest our minds or step away from things that are tiring to us. And so by the time somebody approaches us with the smallest thing, it translates as anger when what we're really trying to say is we're tired.
Yes.
We're tired. And most women are saying that. We're tired. But by the time you touch me or tap me for something minute, I've been tackling so many large things throughout the day, or I have so many mental pressures that are really pulling at me that I don't have anything to offer you other than irritability,
Look, you tap me on my shoulder and then you you tap somebody on their shoulder and they turn around with a fist.
And they punch you in the jaw like, I'm sorry. What?
It's like, what?
I thought you wanted something because everybody
you know
wants
those
something.
times where you were younger and you were like, Mom,
Girl.
Mom. And she turned around and like, what?
And attacked. Yes.
And that's what we do all the time. We're exhausted.
Yes, we're exhausted and we have not found the right mechanisms to move us through that exhaustion and create peace. I used to just think, I said, dog, mamas are mean. But what I realized, if my mama wants 1 hour to watch Dynasty, can't I give that to her?
Right.
Do I have to interrupt?
Girl, when you're younger, you have no idea. So
no
yes,
idea.
you do.
I'm teaching my kids that. I'm teaching them that every time when you pull me away from this, what it does to me is this. When you are mentally asking me to withdraw myself from this, what it does to me is it makes me feel this. When you're doing X, Y, and Z, I don't do it to you. And they've learned. And so now they say, is this a good time to ask you X, Y, and Z?
Girl, that's so good.
It helps. Because before
That
I
is
used to
so
be like,
good.
rah, rah.
Want to coach Sky on that
Girl, I got you. I got you.
now. And then I would just say we miss the cues from our body because we don't prioritize rest. We find ourselves sick, tired, irritable, sugared up, burned out, mad at people, cussing like a soldier, and ultimately short fused.
Yes.
I'm going to say reference episode 61, ladies, on emotional pitfalls that you fall
Yeah.
into when you're exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You fall into them.
Yep. It is so true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. I think what's so funny about that is, people walk around and we put on all kind of creams to cover these dark circles under our eyes and the puffiness and the crow's feet and things that start to take over and the patchiness and the blotchiness, and we start layering on waist trainers to trim down from habits that we created as a result of us not mentally and physically resting. Right?
That's so true.
We just start trying to cope and overcompensate, by covering instead of actually internally addressing those things that are challenging us. So,
So I think we should have had Shirley Caesar sing that.
you are crazy. Okay, let me try it. No, you try it.
No, I'm not.
Come on, try
When
it.
I was reading through it, girl, I heard Shirley Caesar say,
Beans, greens, beans.
yeah, sick, tired, irritable, sugared up, burnt.
You name it.
Oh,
That is hilarious. How did they do that to my Shirley? Oh my
Lord.
gosh.
I don't know.
The internet has zero chill.
I love that. I know.
But anyway, here's what we know about rest. So Brandis and I did a little research, and according to the National Sleep Foundation, man is the only mammal that willingly delays sleep. You know why?
Crazy.
Because we crazy, y'all. What we do is interrupt what God naturally planned for us. We interrupt nature with all of these new patterns that we create. Animals get it. So we have to stop interrupting what God naturally meant for us to do, or how our body was meant to, naturally connect with this world and nature. We have to stop doing that, and we have to learn how to be more like the rest of the mammals who willingly take sleep.
Absolutely. And then people who don't have enough sleep, and you guys already know this, you're more likely to have bigger appetites due to the fact that your leptin levels fall, and that promotes appetite increase. So we've all heard that less sleep equals more weight.
Yeah. I also know, that it's critical to set aside time dedicated to rest and recovery from the mental pressure of the day. You need to have, I won't say escape time, but you need to have me time, personal
Yes.
time, quiet, quality time that's intended for you to just be with you. And I like to spend mine being with God. I like to spend mine praying. I like to spend mine just chilling out and meditating. I like to spend mine just away from all of the sound and noise and the distractions.
Girl, I spend mine in the bathtub.
Yes, that's your
When
spot.
I get in that bathtub with a good magazine, then the problem is sometimes I take like Entrepreneur magazine in there and then I have an idea and I
See?
jump out the tub.
See? You need like food and wine or something.
So I've decided that I'm not, because I used to do that all the time, Sib. Take an ink magazine in there with me and come up with a business idea in a tub. But
Wrong magazine.
now, just like for me, being in the tub and listening to Kim,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, let me stop. I'm going to say, you're 40.
Great girlfriends, if you have not seen that video, there's a video. What do you know the girl's name?
I don't know her name. You could just go on Facebook and look up, what is it? You're 40 if. And
You're 40 if.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny.
It's hilarious. The videos. I'm gonna see if I can find it and put it in our Facebook group. But it's hilarious. But yes, you're 40 if your downtime is being in the tub listening to Kim.
Listening to Kim.
And that's
my
KM
Yes.
for those of you guys who want to check them out.
This is true.
Oh Lord, hilarious. And then we honestly make better decisions when we're rested, Sybil. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, for me, I get more work done when I'm rested. When I'm tired, something that might take me 2 hours to do when I'm exhausted will
Mm-hmm.
take me 15 minutes to do when I'm rested.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a game changer for me. That's why I go to bed at 9.
You see that? That was for me, y'all. That was not for any of you. Because she also rolled her eye and threw her neck when she did that. Y'all didn't see all that. I'm going to have to put
don't
that video out.
don't be calling me at 10 o'clock
That's why I go
or
to
sending
bed
me no
at
text
9.
messages.
Oh, and Mabel don't play. Mabel gets in the bed at 9. This is what Brandis does.
Sky goes to sleep at 7. Rich and I hang out,
Oh my
and I be in the
gosh.
bed at 9.
Oh my
Yes. We
gosh.
both be under the covers at 9.
That is so funny. Well, the last thing that we know is that we can't afford like not to attend to our mental and physical health. If we plan to live long and strong, if we plan to go after changing the world and even contributing in the right way, if we plan on showing up on our jobs and being present and going after promotions and being thought leaders, if we plan on being great wives and great girlfriends and great friends, if we plan on just embracing this day, every day that we get as a new, fresh day, and if we plan on, having a body that we can be proud of or that we can celebrate, we have to attend to our mental and physical health. It's critical. So when we start talking about that we did a month on self-care. I think it was April of this year, and we dedicated an episode to every area of self-care. When we talk about the rest part, that's one of the parts where it really is so essential because the body does actually physically restore itself when we rest. And we've all heard about the optimal hours, and I'm preaching to myself because I'm super guilty of staying up past those hours, but between 10 and 2 are the optimal hours where the body is able to physically restore itself. So when we miss those peak times, we're really just running this body in the drain. And somehow we think we have a backup body somewhere that's going to
Girl,
like come in and swoop in
save us.
and save us from these habits that we have and that these decisions won't haunt us. But my fear is that if we don't wake up now and have the great consciousness around taking or pursuing rest, when we're older, we'll be forced into rest, and it won't even be a good quality rest. It'll be a medical rest where we're taking pills and we're having to go to doctors every week, and our blood's getting checked and our sugars are getting checked and all our levels are constantly being monitored because we haven't built habits that we can stand beside.
So, well, that is so true. I mean, when I tell you that is my testimony, even from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not mention this. Oh God, I can't believe I didn't mention this for my weekend, but Shay and I came in from Bentonville, Arkansas yesterday. And when we got here, my family threw Sky an amazing second first birthday party.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So they threw her a birthday party and we had family and friends and everyone came over and it was amazing. But I was exhausted.
Yes. You
Totally
had a full
exhausted.
day.
I had a full day. And it was an amazing day.
Yeah.
And I have to shout out my niece Tasia, who this was all her idea. She did an awesome job.
Aww.
But I was tired. And last night I have a big event coming up Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So, those of you who are in New York, check out my Instagram. But and so I was like, I have so much to do for that event. So I had to literally make a decision. Do I stay up, get work done tonight, or do I just rest so that I can do it in the morning? Well, I decided to rest. Mm-hmm. Woke up this morning, and I know that what would have taken me 2 or 3 hours last night, I was able to knock out in 1 hour this morning.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm.
Every last thing on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Every last thing, because I just had clarity.
Yeah.
I wasn't exhausted. I could think clearly. I could see like how these things could get done faster and how I could be more efficient doing them. Mm-hmm. So it's just so super critical. And it has taken me so long to figure out that, Brandis, when you rest, you get more done. In the morning, if you just go to sleep, you can get more done in the morning than if you try to stay up tonight and do this.
Right.
Because I'm tired.
Okay, so let's dive right into our 5 solutions for sitting your butt down and getting
Getting
some
some
rest.
rest. All right. So, number one, you have to give yourself permission to rest.
I love that.
Oh my God, you've earned the right to rest your mind, step away from the pressure of life, and restore your body. And
Mm,
sometimes we feel guilty,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
About getting rest. When I was before I had Sky, being an entrepreneur, I felt guilty about taking naps. And not
Oh.
that I want to nap every day, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I might have needed that nap so that I could have gotten up and done what I needed to do with more clarity.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so true. You've earned the right. We've
Right.
earned the right. We've
Absolutely.
absolutely earned the right. And permission is a good word there because it is really saying, I give myself the time. I dedicate it. I love it. Number two is to dedicate time for yourself in the morning and the evening. We recommend at least 10% of your awake time invested into yourself, which means 2.4 hours a day. That's an hour 20 in the morning. That's an hour 20 in the evening of you dedicating time to yourself and mentally just resting and removing worries and eliminating anxieties. I mean, again, mine is spent in prayer because that's how I connect spiritually. That's how I feel myself restored mentally. That's how I pursue my peace, and that's how I get my vision and direction for the future. And then Brandis loves to do her bath and Kim time. And
Yes.
and don't get it twisted, because I love a good bath too. I do. I love a good quality bath with some really great relaxing music, all of that. But you know what you need. So it's not, if you're short of ideas, email us, thegreatgirlfriends@gmail.com. But you know what you need. You know what helps to just bring you, off that edge and helps you to relax. If you give yourself that time daily, it's such an investment into yourself. I mean, it's just an investment. I love that.
Why did that sound like so much? When you said an hour and 20 in the morning
Uh-huh.
and an hour and 20 at night, honestly, Sybil, that felt like so much time. But that's only 10% of our day.
Yeah. Well, then, if you say that that's so much time, I'm going to say if you shave off some of that, well, that's the next solution. But it's only 10% of your day.
That's not a lot.
It's not
That's
a
not
lot
a
of your
lot at
day.
all.
No, and even if you find yourself falling asleep during that time that you've invested to yourself, that's even okay.
Yes.
Just
I am over here literally still digesting this 10%.
10%,
10%
2 hours and 40 minutes. You can do that
to yourself. I
to
love it.
yourself.
I
I mean,
love
it
it.
could even be reading a book.
Yeah, or walking. For me, my walk time, girl,
Yes.
is my rest time. Even though I'm
Yeah.
moving, it's my mental rest
And I
time.
mean, that's true because some people they like to work out and that's their rest time. Like physical fitness is for them a way to mentally just rest their mind and kind of rid themselves of the toxins from the day. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it's whatever it is that helps to soothe and restore and rejuvenate you personally.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you're right. That goes right into number three, which is get rid of the distractions.
Mm, mm, mm.
Miscellaneous TV time, random hours on social media, phone time with people who are not adding value to your life, and an insane overbooked calendar.
Yes, yes, yes.
Girl,
I understand it. I mean, that's the thing. When you take away that Instagram time and that social study hour, that time that we
yes.
spend, surfing and loafing around and just kind of peeking. And I'm not saying in our Facebook group, by all means, you need to spend all your life in there in our
You're so
Facebook group.
crazy.
Don't you ever drop that group. But the time that you spend, I mean, we talk about social envy on an episode as well. Getting rid of all of that extra time, those distractions, that's critical.
Absolutely.
Number four is sleep, just straight up sleep. Like straight up closing those eyes, shutting off everything except for your body and sleeping. Commit yourself to rest each night. Each night. Each night. Discuss with
Yes.
your doctor because each body needs a different amount of sleep. There's an average number that's suggested based off of studies. However, some people can, be fully functional in 4 to 6 hours and some people require 10 hours. We learned that tonight according
Yeah.
to the National Sleep Foundation. So it's best for you to consult with your doctor when you do your annual checkup, which you should be doing very soon, most of us. to just find out like what is good for you based off of your lifestyle and your schedule and the demands on your day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I had told you earlier, Sybil, my nephew who said he can't sleep at night. And the reason he can't sleep at night is because he has his phone in his hand
Mm-hmm.
and he's surfing through
Yep.
people's Instagram
Uh-huh.
and he's trying to sleep. You can't sleep with all that
Counterproductive.
noise.
No.
Now, the last one, I'm going to say ouch to. And number 5 is cut the caffeine. Eliminating your caffeine will increase the amount and quality of your sleep. And guys, Sybil and I, this does not come from us. There are studies that say that caffeine literally it disrupts your sleep.
Yeah.
And so a really great alternative is green tea. That's
Does
a really
it have
great
caffeine?
alternative. You can do there's one that's caffeine free, but it's
Interesting.
still way better than coffee.
Okay.
Coffee, I think so. But there's definitely caffeine-free tea out there and caffeine-free green tea, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely have to say ouch to this because I just bought me some coffee to keep in the house.
Yes.
But I didn't know that it could interfere with sleep.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm going to have to cut.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. And then also, if you incorporate energy-rich foods, you will eliminate the need for caffeine in your life.
Absolutely.
So taking in natural sugars will help to keep you from taking in those coffees with all that milk and cream and sugar and, sweet and low and stevia, whatever else, that we're putting in there.
A good green smoothie in the morning.
It's a good thing. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, girlfriends, we love you. This came from the heart.
Yes.
It came from the heart. We mean well. We're accountable to you and your success. We're cheering you on from victory to victory. We close out every single one of our emails from our newsletter that way. We're cheering you on from victory to victory, but we can't get there if we don't take care of our bodies.
Right.
If we don't do that, if we're not diligent over these things and excellent stewards, we won't see the results we're looking for. Plain and simple.
Absolutely. And don't overbook those calendars.
No, don't overbook, but definitely if you're in New York on Friday, I can't forget this because Brandis did not announce to you guys. Shame on you. HFR is hosting a pop-up shop in New York on Friday.
Yes. And if you want to be conscious about where you spend your dollars, we've been talking about money, and you want to spend them with, a community that will support young designers, emerging designers, people who are young entrepreneurs. You want to be at Solomon and Cuff on Friday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's going to be a party too. We're going to have a good time. Yeah.
I wish I could be there. I hate I'm going to miss it.
I know. I wish you could too. You have to send a representative.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to send some people.
You always send a representative.
Definitely.
If Sybil can't make an HFR event, she always sends an amazing representative. The last representative you sent, Sybil, they spent a lot of money.
Good. That's what they're supposed to do. Only money that they can afford to spend, but hopefully.
Absolutely. Sybil says great representative.
Yay. Well, girlfriends, we love you. We want to thank our husbands. Kwaku, I love you, love you, love you. I love you so much.
And Rich Daniel, I cannot wait to see you on Wednesday.
Ow.
Ow.
I love it. Hey. Lights out, Brooklyn. And to our kids, Sam and Dylan, you guys are, I always tell, every night I tell them, you're the best in the world.
Yes.
The best in the world.
Yes. They're so cute.
Thank you.
And to my little Sky, who just celebrated her first birthday.
I love that. I love that.
Yesterday. And by the way, Sybil, do you know that she did her smash cake the same way?
She did?
She would not put her hand in it. She put her mouth to the cake. Hilarious.
I love that. She's such a lady. She's like, no, I don't want to mess up my fingers.
Right.
So
There's a better way.
And she didn't get her outfits dirty either time, huh?
Nope.
I love it. She's a lady.
She's hilarious.
She's all about her looks. And girlfriends, we want to thank you for trusting us as your go-to source for everything life, love, and laughter. Please make sure you listen every single week on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry Podcast, Republic Podcast, Bean, and every other podcasting service, and our website at thegreatgirlfriends.com.
Absolutely. And we have to thank our sisters and our mom and dad.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
You
Thank
know,
y'all.
Sybil, you know we will get text messages.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, mommy, daddy, sisters. I got a lot of sisters and brothers, so thank all of y'all.
Yes, and for my sisters and my mom who helped Tasia put everything together on Sunday. Thank y'all so much for doing that for Sky. It was amazing.
Oh, it's so sweet. Make sure you're joining with us or following us on Instagram,
The Great Girlfriends,
on Twitter,
_great GFS,
on Facebook,
The Great Girlfriends,
and get in our Facebook group.
Yes.
Yes, it's 13,500 women strong, and our goal is 16,000 by the end of 2016.
Oh, which we'll definitely make.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, so make sure you post your questions online, you share with your friends. Keep
listening and keep being a great girlfriend.
I'm Sybil.
And I'm Brandis.
And we're signing off.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Peace.